What's going on, guys? This is the first video of 2020, and basically what we're going to do is we are going to recap the 2019 sneaker pickups with today we're going to do the top 5. Now this was very difficult to do. In this video I will go ahead and let you guys know how many pairs I bought the whole year, how much I've spent. Some stuff did get left out the top 5. You can only put 5 in the top 5, and I kind of stretched my top 5 a little bit, and we'll get into that as we progress into this video. But this is strictly going to be, if you're new to this channel, I am a big Nike person, so everything that you will see is Nike pickup. I do not wear Adidas, Reebok, Puma, none of that. I don't wear designer. I'm strictly a Nike guy. If you're new here and you see something's behind me, I'm almost strictly a KD guy, but I have stretched out, have branched out. I've kind of bought everything KD wise. Again, if you're new, I have almost every KD from the 1 through the 12 minus like 2 or 3 pairs. So I branch out and buy some other Nike stuff when I get the opportunity to do so. So we will do a separate KD top 5 KDs from 2019, but let's get into this top 5 of 2019 non-KD, so just other Nike pickups throughout the year. And we'll talk a little bit about each shoe, how I acquired it, try to make this quick and move through it. And you guys let me know what your top 5 of this year was in the comments, and let me know if you picked up any of the ones that I picked up that were in my top 5, even if they're not in your top 5. So I will begin with a couple of shoes, and just letting you guys know that like it was very tough to pick 5, but some of the ones that didn't make the cut, it was tough to leave them out, but I just want to go ahead and throw them out there. I was gifted Supreme Black Air Max 98s, Nike Air Force Supreme High Red didn't make it, Off-White Desert Ore 90s, and then the black 90s Off-White, LeBron Zoom Generation Gloria samples, which is a very, very rare shoe, that didn't make the cut. The Vapor Max Off-White releases from 2018, both the white and the black pair didn't make the cut. The Black Presto from 2018 Off-White didn't make the cut. And if you watched my video last year, 2018 top pickups, the Off-White Vapor Max White was my #1 shoe of the year. The LeBron 4 St. Vincent St. Mary sample didn't make the cut. And last, a post-Christmas pickup right before the new year, the Fear of God, the Orange Pulse. I've been wanting that one or the lime green one. I really like the orange because I like to rock a lot of like Thunder gear and stuff like that. So I'll probably have to bust those out for like a Thunder road trip or something. Those didn't make the cut. So that just kind of tells you, how difficult this was in picking the shoes that I did pick for my top 5. Let's jump into it at number 5. So here we are at number 5, and for a lot of people this shoe is probably their shoe of the year. I did a video early in the year unboxing these, stating was it going to be shoe of the year. For me, obviously not. I did have to pay resale on these. I did get lucky. I hit Travis Lowe's at retail on sneakers. Have not worn them, do not know if I'm keeping them. They are currently at Kicklahoma Pin, available if somebody wants them. I did get the 6s as well. Haven't really decided if I'm keeping the 6s or not. But the Jordan 1 Travis Scott comes in at number 5. Going blank. So I picked this shoe up from Damn Daniel. If you guys are familiar with the Kicklahoma accounts, Damn Daniel comes through, wins a lot of stuff on the Keymasters. He's very often. He's like, we had a talk. He says, you kind of changed, you changed my life. And Daniel comes in through with all the heat now, but he wears size 14, so some of his prices may be a little bit cheaper on some of the stuff he cops. He hit these on sneakers in a size 10 actually, and I asked him what the price was, and he gave me a great deal on them. I paid $500 for the size 10, and then did a size swap for a 9.5 because the 10 was feeling a little too big. Currently the 9.5 is sitting at about $1,500 to $1,600, so I did pay quite a bit of money for this, but still below market. I've only worn them once. I did say I was going to wear them with the red laces in the video that I posted earlier in the year. However, we had a Kicklahoma shirt that had the bird with the camo on it, and the pink just worked out good with this. I haven't worn them since, but probably red, black laces are going to be the norm as I wear these moving into the future. So at number 5, the Jordan 1 Travis Scott. I know it's probably number 1 for a lot of people, but for me, it barely made the top 5. At number 4, this one definitely is going to surprise a lot of people. Now, I did buy the green and the purple lobsters early in the year, sold them, reacquired them. Again, I did a video on both of those. I wore them once each. Somebody really wanted them. I sold them to him. He was trying to sell them back, so I copped them right before he went to DC. So, you know, up there, a lot of seafood, DC crab, blue crab, etc., etc. I'm like, I'm gonna take both of these lobsters with me to this DC trip. So we're at SneakerCon on the Friday before SneakerCon. I rock the green ones, I believe. We're at SneakerCon on Saturday, and this shoe pops up, and a guy was trying to make a deal with my boy Benzino, whose table was right next to me. So he begins like, hey, do you like the blue lobster? I was like, man, that's a very expensive shoe. Like, you know, like, I don't really know if I'm trying to pay for that. And you can probably see this one is a little worn. This is worn, pre-owned, and I've worn it twice since I've acquired it. But we were like discussing what the price was. He wanted one of Benzino's shoes. He wanted to throw this in some cash to break even. And we start crunching down the numbers. I got this shoe for 210 bucks. 210 bucks. Right now, brand new pair goes between $1,100 to $1,400. The last sale was $1,550. Now, obviously, that is for a brand new pair. This isn't brand new, but to pay 1/7 of the price, and it does have a little bit of wear, but hey, we buy our shoes to wear them, so that's fine with me. So that week, so on Sunday, I ended up forgetting my shoes at the Airbnb that a bunch of us were staying at. I hit up one of the buddies and says, hey, can you grab my blue shoes? Which were my KD3 scoring titles. He showed up with these, so I ended up wearing these on Sunday at SneakerCon, and then the Monday after SneakerCon, which we went and were all touristy, I wore the purple ones. So it just happened, it just turned out great. Nice little backstories. I like dealing with like buying shoes, as we always do have these stories, and this one just happens to fall across the table at a steal of a price on the condition. So yeah, you can put the green ones and the purple ones here, but this blue one took the cake with the steal price, with the way it happened, being my size and all. So at number 4, the Nike SB Dunk Low Blue Lobster from 2009. So here we are with the top 3, and this, I had to include the set on this one. Now this is a shoe that I've been after for about 3 or 4 years. Honestly, this was the first time I tried a Supreme drop back in 2014, and I just kept getting the load and the load and the load. This is before like I was familiar with Supreme, not even gonna front. But this is definitely a set that I wanted. And this year I was fortunate enough to cop both of them. I copped the black ones from my boy Benzino. Again, Benzino plugged it in. Paid $1,000 dead stock. Right now, a new pair is going for about $1,300. So it's gone up a little bit. I bought these brand new, paid $800. The red pair going for about $1,100 to $1,000 right now. So again, another great deal. I love the set. I got the matching shorts. If you guys are familiar with those shorts, one of the consigners happened to bring them in. Before I had acquired both shorts, but before I acquired both shoes. So once he brought in them shorts, I was like, man, I have no choice but to find these shoes. And then that's whenever this black one came stumbling across. Again, Benzino, I feel like I'm gonna plug him at least one more time in this video. He's come with it. I guess he was gonna sell me the set, but he had worn these once. These were dead stock, so he wanted to keep these. But I love both of these shoes. Worn them both a couple times. I don't have a lot of foam posits. I'm kind of picky on foam posits, but definitely had to have these two, like I've said before. Great. So I had to put them both at number 3, and this top 2, man, it's tough. It's tough. But let's get to it. So when you work hard all year, you have to reward yourself, and this was my Christmas present to myself. Both of these shoes were acquired throughout the summer of 2019 and showed at the shop. Roughly paid what they've stayed at. They have gone up. I paid about $1,200 for each one. They have spiked to $1,600, $1,700 and then found their way back down. Call it what you want. Call me hypebeast if you want. I buy what I like. And Jordan 1s are one of the few Jordans I wear. If you're not familiar, I'm a Nike Air guy, so 1, 2, 3, 4s, couple of 5s, couple of 6s, that's it. You're not gonna catch me in 11s, you're not gonna catch me in 10s, 20s, whatever. I'm a Nike guy. So that being said, I caught both of these. I'm a sets guy, had to cop them both. Haven't worn either one. This one is already laced here, this one's not even laced. But I don't know, it's just something, a different look to it. I don't know specifically why I'm really attached to the shoe. You know, it's just something different. But again, had to put them up there, both of these, you know, as a set. Again, had to stretch my 5 a little bit, but you know, like I said, I'm a collector. I like sets, so I had to get both of these. They said at the shop, I gave people a chance for 6 months. They wanted them to come get them in size 9.5s, but they didn't want them. So right before Christmas, I was like, I worked hard this year. That's what I'm getting myself. Let's move on to number 1. So as we're closing this video, we're about to reveal the number 1 shoe that I picked up in 2019. I know you're probably thinking, how many pairs have you bought? How much money have you spent? I'm not really ashamed to put those numbers out, even though to some people it's going to sound really ridiculous. And it can be really ridiculous, but at the end of the day, I have a roof over my head, my bills are paid, you know, my life is taken care of. This is just a hobby that I like to spend extra money on. Shoes will never come first in the aspect of I'm struggling and living on the street, but all my shoes are stashed away in my parents' house so that I don't at least lose those. No, if anything has to go first, it's obviously going to be the accessible stuff, such as shoes that we can get back. Throughout this year, I copped 136 pairs of shoes. It's pretty ridiculous, right? A lot of KDs, a lot of stuff that I hadn't picked up yet. Got a lot of KD samples that I will feature in the 2019 top 5 KDs of the year, and then a lot of Nike stuff that I've shown you, that I've mentioned that didn't make the cut. Just some different stuff that I like to wear whenever I'm not always wearing my KDs. So now it comes to the amount. The amount is pretty ridiculous. Could have bought a few cars. Could have bought a brand new car. Could have, you know, I probably paid in shoes this year what some people pay for, you know, their mortgage in 3 or 4 years. It's part of it. Again, I'm very fortunate enough that I've worked to put myself in the position that I can buy things that I like and do stuff that I do. You guys see us on the planes all the time. You guys think we're always just out there hanging out, eating good food and stuff like that, but you guys don't understand is that we jump off a plane, we go straight to a venue, we're there till 8, 9 o'clock. Then we go eat, we go hang out for a little bit, we wake up, we do the same thing, and then on Monday morning we're back on the plane. It looks good, guys, and I'm not complaining at all. We work a lot, we try to enjoy ourselves, we try to buy ourselves stuff and items that we spend a lot of time. Today is January the 5th, roughly at midnight when I'm doing this video. My last off day was December 11th. Since December 11th, I've been at the mall every single day for a minimum of like at least 5 hours a day, to put it in perspective. Some days I've been there 13, 14 hours throughout the holidays, and I'll continue to do that to make sure that my brand is taken care of and that we are providing an excellent service and everything is on top notch, ready at both locations for customers to come and have a great shopping experience. This year I spent $41,856 on shoes. Again, yes, that's ridiculous, but at the end of the day, what do we all work for? We all work for to pay for our bills, to take care of our families, and then to spend it on things we like. What's the point in working hard, making money, if you're not spending it on anything? Let's get to number 1, which is another expensive one. Get it? Number 1, an expensive one. For one. My number 1 shoe of 2019. I didn't do an unboxing video. You guys have seen it plenty of times throughout the pages. By the time I got to it, not everybody had it, but you know, it had been floating around, so I felt nothing special to do a video on it. The Nike Air Force 1 Off-White MCA. Now I did get this shoe again from Benzino. Shout out to you, Ben, taking care of me throughout the year. You were part of 3 of my 5 pickups of the year. I paid $1,800 for these MCAs. Right now they range between $1,900 to $2,000, and my size maybe a little bit more depending on the day. Very nice shoe. I've only worn the shoe once so far to our 1 year store opening. Again, that was the sign of, hey, I've worked hard throughout this first year. Let me wear something, a little fancy, if you want to call it. I do need to go ahead and start getting my money's use of it and jump into it more often. $1,800 is a lot for shoes. I went to a gun range last week for the first time, and I thought $1,800 for a gun was expensive, and then I realized I'm doing the same thing, just in a different avenue. When people say shoes are expensive, there's something expensive in everything. Some people like $60 steaks, some people like $25 nail polish, and some people like $1,200 bags. For me, it's shoes. That's what my passion is. Buy what you like, buy what's your passion, whether it's collectibles, Funko Pops, whether you like buying vintage items, sports memorabilia. Do what you do, work hard for your own money, worry about your pockets, and buy what you like. This is my 2019 sneaker review on my top 5 shoes. I hope you enjoyed the content. Let me know what your top 5 were, and we will see you guys on the next video. Until then, keep working hard and just do it.